Understanding the brain, the neurobiology of everyday life. Resume. Psychologists study the nervous system because it is the means of transmission of instructions that allows the body as precise activities. These psychologists are known as neuroscientists or biopsychologists. The nervous system. The nervous system consists of organs that transmit and process all the information that comes from the sense organs, allowing us to move, adapt to the external environment, and perform intellectual activities. Now let's see a video about the structure of a neuron.
Neurons are highly specialized cells. Unlike other cells, neurons conduct electrical signals and can transmit these signals to other neurons. A typical neuron consists of three components: the cell body, also called the soma, and two types of processes sprouting off the cell body, known as dendrites and axons. The cell body is not unlike other cell types of cell bodies. It contains the nucleus, as well as the organelles that drive energy production. Importantly, the axon hillock is a specialized cone-shaped region of the cell body where the electrical signal begins.
Now the definitions. Neuron, the nerve cell, the basic unit of the nervous system. Dendrites, a large number of extensions or fibers having neurons that serve as receptors of message. Axon is the longest part of the neuron that transmits message destined for other neurons. Terminal bottoms are small projections that are responsible for sending message to other neurons. Myelin sheath, protective covering of fat and protein that serves as insulation to prevent a short circuit from entering message. Synapse, the space between two neurons. Neurotransmitters, chemicals that transmit messages. Excitatory post, chemical message that allows a shot. Inhibitory post, chemical message that impossible shot. Now see a video about action potential.
At its resting membrane potential, the activation gates of the voltage-gated sodium ion channels are closed and the inactivation gates are open. Voltage-gated potassium ion channels are closed. Depolarization is initiated by a stimulus which makes the membrane potential more positive, causing the voltage-gated sodium ion channels to start to open. As threshold is reached, many sodium channels open. Sodium ions diffuse across the membrane, causing depolarization. Voltage-gated potassium ion channels also begin to open, but more slowly. Therefore, depolarization occurs because more sodium ions diffuse into the cell than potassium ions diffuse out of it. As the membrane potential approaches maximum depolarization, the inactivation gates of the voltage-gated sodium ion channels begin to close, and the diffusion of sodium ions decreases. The potassium ion channels remain open, and potassium ions continue to diffuse out of the cell. The increased potassium ion permeability lasts slightly longer than the time required to bring the membrane potential back to its resting level. The extra efflux of potassium ions causes the membrane potential to become slightly more negative than the resting value. After the voltage-gated potassium ion channels close, the active transport of sodium and potassium ions reestablishes the resting membrane potential.
Thank you.